Hi Capricorn, I hope you're doing well. This is Naveen Ferguson. Welcome to the channel. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at your pathway of the energy of love, the concept of love that is, on however it is like going to manifest in your life and whoever this resonates with. Okay, so we're going to look at the pathway of energy regarding love. For the 27th of February to the 7th of March. Okay? Now then, this can show, a relational aspect. It could be love for yourself. It could be love in general. It could be love for work, family, whatever the case may be, whatever the main energy is to be told as I cooperate with spirit, and this will resonate with who it needs to resonate for. Right here will be two angel messages as it pertains to this. Now, let me make this clear. This first row right here will be the pathway of energy as it pertains to love for you. Okay? Now, the extended will be this row right here, but I'm including the extended in this reading. Okay? Now, the extended, of course, can also like parallel. This could actually, like, for example, if the first row is speaking about a revealing a significant other, then perhaps, or your involvement, then perhaps the lower portion will represent how they feel about your energy or how do you complement them, just as well as it could be something in a different concept of love entirely, and the lower part could be clarifiers to assist you in making various decisions when it comes to the understanding of love during that time. Now, I'm thinking this may not necessarily resonate for everyone because not everyone is necessarily involved in a love dynamic of any sort. Sometimes, we all could be going through the day to day, So don't try to force anything that does not resonate with you, as well as this could even show you future concepts of love. So we'll just have to see how it goes. Okay, so Capricorn, please feel free to like, share, to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon. Feel free to further support the channel by becoming a Patreon member at patreon.com/Naveen Ferguson. The link is in the description box below. Also, I am now offering personal readings, and you can find that information in the description box below as well. Okay, so Angel Spirits Guides, please help me and cooperate with me in what you would like to reveal in the concept of love for Capricorn between the 27th of February to the 7th of March. Okay, so what's coming through here, Capricorn, is the Four of Cups. So a lot of you aren't necessarily, the feeling that's coming across is you're not necessarily looking for love per se at this time. If it comes, that's all well and good. But if it does come, it has to be something really special. Because I feel like your mindset right now in life is a bit more taken in other avenues. I sense that, you're actually very much open to the concept of love, but you're not really actively seeking it. The universe hand right here, when it comes to the cup of love, as I'm feeling it's presenting, it would have to come pretty special to gain your attention, your focus in any type of way. So I'm sensing this is possibly more so to the singles vibe right now. If anything else comes up with, other things, we'll go into that. But at least as it pertains to singles, that's where you're at. So let's continue on and see what's happening, Capricorn. Okay, yeah, see, this is definitely seeming to be more vibing on the singles category. Yeah, you're way more focused on your pentacles at this time. Nine of Pentacles, Capricorn. You're looking to build your stability, your foundations in life. I kind of recall a past love reading I did for Capricorn had a very similar vibe maybe a month ago or so. So you're probably still going through those particular emotions. You're very focused on your finances, your security at this time, leveling up in many respects, and also gaining a certain level of notoriety. I'm sensing for some of you, Capricorn. You're looking for a level of freedom and a level of depth. And furthermore, I'm sensing and I'm drawn towards that red ribbon, which I barely see sometimes. But I'm sensing with this ribbon, as you know, what they say, the ribbon of fate, as it were. If you're going to entertain any type of love dynamic, to be connected, they have to be on your level or even higher. They have to be going with a sense of fervor, of accomplishment, of making more out of life and making more of themselves in life. And they have to come in a way whereby it complements you and elevates you at the same time, where both of you can build with one another, as opposed to one person being a bit draining to the other. I sense a few of you, you have been down that road and you're not going back. And I'm sensing a lot of you, even though you may have not necessarily been down that road, you've seen that road and you don't you, you don't have any patience for that type of possibility. And if it shows itself in such a way and it's not up to a certain standard, you're just not going to entertain it. You have no time for it. So let's continue on, Capricorn. Yeah, look at that. The ambition is what I'm trying to say. You're very focused on your work, on your craft. You're focused on building those connectivities in your life at this time. You're fighting a lot of battles as well. I sense a lot of you, Capricorn, have a lot on your plate, technically. There's a lot of expectation, not only for other people about you, but for you in yourself. And I'm drawn to the ribbon. I barely ever see these ribbons, but I'm seeing it now. That blue ribbon is very prominent. I'm sensing you're doing certain intellectual gymnastics at this time, Capricorn. Some of you may be negotiating a certain new form of work. You may be negotiating certain dynamics in your own business. Some of you may just be literally switching up the methodology of your working process. And some of you are going through the motions of a relocation type thing towards a better venture, I'm sensing. Okay, but the vast majority, of course, is very much in a extremely focused pursuit towards leveling up. And you're fighting some battles as it is. I sense some of you are actually dealing with, well, a small handful of you, dealing with certain legalities in whatever sense that is. And you're just, trying to not pull your focus away from this agenda at this time. Spirit says take a card on this one. Yeah, look at that, the 9 of Wands. Yeah, you're very focused on getting that last wand to make it the 10 of Pentacles, because this is a very tumultuous time for some of you where you really cannot entertain any love dynamic. You're very focused on your work and you need to finish this agenda on whatever this is. So like I said, it's a battle, okay? Which is understandable. Sometimes we get in those places. So let's continue on when it comes to the concept of love for you, Capricorn. Yeah, look at that. There's the wands right there to complete the 10 of Wands. You have the King of Wands. What did I just say? With the 9 of Wands, you're looking to complete it to get the 10 of Wands, and this is the power right here. Right now, you're looking on increasing your influence, increasing your reputation, and really being able to craft your livelihood in a very comfortable manner at this time. You're looking very suave as well. You're working on your health. That's taking up some of your focus as well. And also delegating certain important matters that you have to attend to. Because in a lot of cases, Capricorn, you don't trust other people at this time to be as meticulous as you would be with your resources and efforts. You're just very taken with your work because you are establishing a higher foundation for yourself. Again, you have a lot of passion. You can really and meet a passionate state of love. But if the person isn't also coming in a level of kinghood, whereby they can entertain the concept of love while still being occupied with other things that are elevating them in this life and can also possibly complement you as well, you don't have too much time for it at this time to entertain or loose energy, as it were. Okay, you want a certain level of substance, and if they're not coming with love and that substance, you really don't have time for it. You have no time to play games. Let's continue on. Yeah, look at that. The Two of Pentacles. You're very focused on your investments. Okay, that's part of what all of this is happening. Again, with the Nine of Pentacles, Capricorn. That assurity of your groundwork, a lot of you have saved up certain dynamics and you're ready to move forward on certain things. I'm sensing some of you are also seeking capital. I see that ship in the background. There's something about that ship and that dolphin together there. It's almost like some of you are preparing to possibly entertain a negotiation. And you have had to come to certain levels of compromise regarding in primary negotiations or initial negotiations for some of you. And you're crafting a certain thing whereby it'll look more favorable moving forward. So that's for a handful of you who's dealing in some negotiating factors of capital. But for the vast majority of you, you've come to a place where you're saying, you know what, I've wasted a lot of time like spreading my resources and spreading my time between possible love interests, my career path, certain other obligations, perhaps family matters and stuff like that. And you've noticed that you could have done a lot more had you just focused in one or two avenues. And that's what you are continually doing. You are really being critical of yourself and focusing where you need to focus in one area at one time, and then you'll move on to another area later on. But again, I sense a vibe of you would entertain a love interest if they came with the same like thought process, actually putting you as a priority that does not take away from you, and like you can complement that whereby you won't take away from them either. Because again, it's not like they will become your whole world or you theirs in whatever capacity that is. There will be a certain level of mutual respect whereby there just won't be any siphoning, you know? You can still both stand on your feet, or a group of you, whatever the love dynamic is talking about. I sense this is a bit more for singles, but you know, you just need someone who has their own world going on as well and won't bombard or intrude in your world in a negative way. That's the simplest way I could say that. Moving on. Yeah, look at that. The Four of Pentacles. So as you're assessing what really needs your focus, you are very prudent, very shrewd of where you will invest that time and those efforts and that money. You're very cautious with who you are letting in your world at this time. Because like I said, a lot of you have already been around in certain respects, and you found out that it has set you back. Some of you, you know, perhaps you're getting out of engagement. Perhaps you were in a long-term relationship and it just didn't work out, and you had to use resources, you know, or give away resources because of certain situations. But whatever the case may be, whatever that was, it has set you back, and you vowed that you're never going down that road again. And you are very particular with who you even entertain or spend. Like those sharp eyes, you're lining someone up. Like if you're coming, like I have my pentacles, are you coming empty-handed, or are you coming to compliment, or are you coming to advance me as well? Because you're saying you won't be a drain on someone, because if they're even higher than you, that just gives you more motivation to climb the ladder and to go further into what you want to do. you're coming with the mindset of treating someone definitely how you want to be treated. So if you're coming in to treat someone in a certain fashion, you expect the same compliment, if not more. And let's see what the final card here is for the concept or the energy of love for you during this time, Capricorn. Yeah, look at that. The Knight of Wands. I sense overall with the Knight of Wands, you will just be trudging on, Capricorn, just minding your own understanding, being a bit social, I sense, okay? But you're focused on taking this active wand, this work ethic, this investment, whatever the case may be, towards a certain direction in which you are proceeding steadily. You're right now on a steady trot, right now, as it were, Capricorn. You're setting very strong foundations, okay? And it's like, you know what? If you meet some people on your travels on the way, you could be open for a few laughs and everything, but there won't be any serious investment unless they come in a certain way. And moreover, unless they come divinely inspired and like, you know, the skies part and the angels come down and sing, more than likely you just won't seriously entertain it. Okay, so let's get into the angel message on what the vibe is happening here. Yep, the Page of Pentacles. You are focused on that money. Capricorn, this has to be a very straightforward reading. It's really not a complex reading. It's like there's no drama. It's drama. There's no drama. You are very focused right now on your pentacles. You are focused on I sense some of you have gone through some major lack recently, and you've had it. You just don't know. You just know you're not going back. You refuse to go back. Page of Pentacles. You are focused on building this more fruitful and steady foundation in your life. You want your health to get better. You want your clothing, your wardrobe. Some of you want to move. Some of you have already moved, and yes, I've said some of you already moved, and now you're just rebuilding your life. Okay, that's a handful of you I'm sensing, and some of you are really looking to climb a certain corporate ladder or advance in your own business or whatever the case may be. That's the energy. That's the whole vibe of the angel message. I see the clarification. Yeah, look at that, the Fool. You've already started moving forward this brand new journey, and you're building it from the ground up. And a lot of you, and some of you have been given opportunities, and you're not going to waste it. And a lot of you, you don't know what the future is going to hold. You're stepping out on faith, yes, but you've come through a certain level of history and certain things that are already instilled in you, whether that be from personal experience or something that you have been introduced to. It may have not have been you, but you've been introduced to it and you've learned from it. You don't have to go through the storm in order to recognize the storm. You know what I mean? And right now, your focus is aiming to bring in this new form and this new path of abundance, this new lifestyle. And unless someone's coming to further elevate that, more than likely you don't have time for them right now. Okay, so Capricorn, like I said, the latter part down here would have been for the extended, but I'm going to include the extended in this message. And I'm inviting you to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon and to further support the channel, please consider becoming a Patreon member at patreon.com/Naveen Ferguson. The link is in the description box below. And I'm also offering personal readings, and the information for that is also in the description box below. Okay, I'm trying to make sure these cards are in frame. Okay, so let's continue on. Let's see what the extended message is. Now, the extended message could be by itself as well as it can complement. So let's see what's happening here. Woo, yeah. Okay, so clearly it's complementing, it's reaffirming, it's clarifying. So we have the Emperor. You see this, Capricorn? I mean, just right here, complementing or clarifying the Four of Cups. You are focused on building your new universe, your new world. You are very focus on the structure, the systems, the dynamics, the people who you surround yourself with. Are they quality people? Are they not? It's very more businessy savvy mindset, very serious at this time. Okay, and you just don't have time for what's the word I'm searching for? Dalliances. Or acts of relational whimsy at this time. Let's see what the extended is for the Nine of Pentacles, Capricorn. Woo, yeah, look at that. Yeah, oh, this is definitely complimentary. The world. Remember what I said with the Nine of Pentacles, Capricorn? Look at that. You right now you are focused on going into that new chapter of your life. Like I said, some of you are traveling, some of you are relocating. Okay, you've already accomplished an understanding and learned from a past understanding and gotten through something. Okay, and with the Nine of Pentacles and everything with the world, you're just looking to reestablish a stronger foundation in your life. You are going to a new place, and you're not going to waste the opportunity of growth that you've gone through. Okay, you will be elevated to higher standards and everything. And again, people, if someone's gonna speak to you, they have to come correct. They have to come with this energy, because you're someone who's going in a very powerful direction, a very uplifted mindset, a very focused endeavor. And you just right now you're focused on the best in life, and you're not going to accept anything less. You're of that mentality right now, and it's a really promising mentality, because it's not just saying it, you're actually doing it. Let's see what this card is here, across from the Ace of Swords and the Nine of Wands. Yeah, look at that, the Star. So it's like you are this fight that allowed you to get the Ace of Swords. Not only is one of the hardest swords to get out of a special level of achievement, goal oriented, literal the heavens parting in your favor, intellectual acrobats, as it were. The Star is coming in. It's for a lot of you, it seemed like a miracle. It's like you actually get another opportunity, or you actually get this investment deal, or you actually get this door open regarding whatever the situation is. Remember I said with the Nine of Wands, you were looking for the next one, and it presented itself over here for the last wand to make the 10 of Wands right here with the King of Wands right here. That's where that's what you were looking for. That's the vibe you're going in. Okay. And when it came to you getting through those hardships, toughing out the tough times, and also I sense for some of you seeing through the manipulations of certain other people, it was a hard task. It really played with your mind and your emotions and your physical world. Okay, so a lot of people really did, in certain respects, try to put chains on you. They tried to hold you down. They tried to really use you and abuse you. And the miraculous thing is, you saw the light with the Star, and an opportunity came up. Whether it's by your pressing, or the universe, or bringing in a divine understanding, or a combination, you're not going to put it to waste. You're not going to put it to waste. You're going after that miracle in life. You've been envisioning a certain life, and that's what you want. You're longing for that right now, and you're just saying you don't have any time to waste. That old life, the old you in certain respects is gone. And what I sense right here, Capricorn, this is very powerful, because major arcana, major arcana, major arcana, 3 in a row. Okay, angel message had a major arcana of new beginnings, moving forward. Especially on faith, miraculous empowerment, change in your life for the better. This is very auspicious thus far. It's almost half, okay? And with the clarifications, you're very focused on this prominent change, and I'm sensing it is coming in. Let's see the next clarification card for the King of Wands, Capricorn. Yeah, look at that. The 6 of Pentacles is a perfect clarifier for the King of Wands. Remember what I told you with the King of Wands? He is really focused on this last one that he has here, which is the Ace of Wands, the divineness of it all. You are elevating every facet of yourself and actually being very hands-on with what you want in your life. Okay? So you're being very discerning with your finances, with your time. You see these other people's hands here? People may be calling out for your help or wanting to come and play or like asking you, hey, you're building this up in here. Why not take a load off and come in with us or whatever? You know, you're like weighing the pros and cons and it's like, is it good for the long term right now? Is this, profitable working for me? It's just, it's like, no, I don't have time for that right now, but thank you anyway. If it's not balancing in what you are building, you just don't have time for it. You don't have time for it, Capricorn. Let's continue on with the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, look at that. See, the 10 of Wands. I thought it would show itself eventually. It's clarifying the Two of Pentacles. Remember, you are, in this case, for a lot of you, you're deciding how to rearrange certain platforms you've been discussing with some of you preliminary investment deals and stuff like that, but a lot of you just weighing the pros and cons in your life, and it's like you're looking back, you don't want to go through the drudgery, okay? You want to be done with this drudgery. It takes time, it takes work, and this is showing that you will soon be done with that drudgery onto the next step of things, okay? You're making those hard decisions with the Two of Pentacles, and it's going to profit you. Okay, it's going to profit you. It's going to put worth into all of these drudgeries, these wants that you've been fighting towards, that you've been working towards. Okay, so it's a very uplifting understanding to let you know that your work is not in vain, and you are seeing evidence of its growth. You are seeing evidence of its experience. The doors are opening. Let's continue on and see what the clarification for the Four of Pentacles is. Yeah, look at that. The Death card, another major arcana. These actions are bringing you to a brand new cycle with the World, a new chapter. Brand new cycle with the Fool, a new chapter. And look, the Death card, brand new cycle. Like your old life, you are letting that go. You're letting that die, and you're moving into something whereby you've barely even recognized. A lot of you had certain levels of dreams, of elevations and stuff like that. Something is coming in, especially more as you lay the groundwork. Something more prominent is developing behind the scenes, behind the shadows. And you'll get to a point where you'll reflect, you will barely recognize your old life. Because this new life that you're setting up, it's going to be so fulfilling. It's going to be so impactful and life-changing. I'm sensing it is going to bring in a level of divinity to it, especially because a lot of you have already made the decision. You're going to wait for that divine entrance of love in your life. If it's not divinely given, you don't have time for it. Let's see. Spirit's saying take a card to go with the Death card. Yeah, look at that. The Hermit. This is someone who's already deeply reflected. Okay, internally, they've deeply reflected and pondered what they've gone through, and they've become very wise, especially wise to the pain that they may have gone through. And they realize, you know what? You're not going back. You're way stronger, way more wiser to hurt yourself like that again in any form or fashion, or to waste your time ever again. Some of you may have not even been hurt. You just noticed that you wasted time. And you say, you know what? You could have been further along in your life had you not procrastinated, had you not allowed yourself to indulge in certain circles, or whatever the case may be. You're wiser, and you're not going to let that wisdom go to waste. Major arcana, okay? This is some major, epiphanies, major life-changing energies, Capricorn. Let's see what the last card is here to complement your steady stride when it comes to the Knight of Wands, Capricorn. Look at that. Not only did you get the Hermit, you also got the Hierophant. Now you were using more so of the wisdom and the extreme intellectual prowess in the external world as you're moving through. Perfect clarifier for the Knight of Wands. And as you're going through, you may entertain some leisure time here and there, but you're very focused on your pathway. And the Hermit is saying the same thing. Very focused on making sure those contracts are done. Very focused on building the foundations of your business. Very focused on climbing the corporate ladder. Very focused on developing your family to another elevated place where you want them to be, where you see them to be. Very focused on your own personal life. Okay, whatever the case is, you just very, very focus on your external world as well as your internal world. Your internal world, you're not going back to that trauma. Okay, with the Hermit, you're not going back to that trauma. The Death card is coming in. Your whole life is changing, changing for the better, going to a brand new state of existence. The Hierophant, Major Arcana, you are understanding that in this world currently, in a certain respect, generally speaking, you have to be vigilant at a steady pace with the Knight of Wands. A steady pace has to be going. You cannot let up until you get to your goals. And even then, you'll establish new goals and keep moving forward. You have to have a certain pace, and that certain pace has to have a certain level of scrutiny, a certain level of meticulous nature to be successful and to not be kind of wishy-washy. You want it to be strong. Okay, and be able to sleep at night. Okay, so Capricorn, this has been a very straightforward love energy reading for the 27th of February to the 7th of March, the energy as that relates to. Okay, so clearly at that time, it's like a week time or so, the concept of love is not a big thing for you right now. Right now, you're focused more so on your security, your finances, your livelihood elevating, and your whole life in general elevating. And you're not necessarily against the concept of love. If it does come into whatever circles or forms that it does come in, it has to come of a certain caliber. Otherwise, you don't have time for it. That's the long and short of it. And this is a lot of encouragement according to the pathway you're currently on, your focus. It is going to produce fruit. It is a wonderful path that you're on, a stable, steady, growing path towards something stronger and more happy and more abundant. So yeah, definitely get confidence and encouragement from that. I hope you're doing well. A lot of positive energy is following you. Keep fighting and doing your best. So Capricorn, if this reading, I hope it has helped you in some way, please feel free to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon. Feel free to further support the channel by becoming a Patreon member at patreon.com/Naveen Ferguson. The link is in the description box below, and I am also offering personal readings, and the information for that is also in the description box below. I wish you all the best, Capricorn. Bye.